In the Bible, in many places it has long been prophesied, there will be a king who will reign. For example, Isaiah chapter 31, or rather chapter 32 says, there will be a king who rules with justice. Moreover, some earlier scriptures mention that authority will rest on his shoulders. Just as the patriarchs foretold that there is a ruler who will govern according to justice. Now let's read Isaiah chapter 32. Oh, behold, there will be a king who rules with justice. There must be multiple leaders governing with justice. There must be someone like that. Shelter and hidden refuge from the storm. Like a stream in a barren land, and like the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. At that time, those who can see, eyes will no longer be closed, and those who can hear, the ears must attentively listen, while the impatient in their hearts come to understand wisdom. Even the stutterers, the stammerer's tongue will speak clearly. The foolish will no longer be called wise, and the base will no longer be considered noble, because fools speak foolish words, with evil thoughts in their hearts, and habitually utter blasphemous, absurd words. While those who assail the Lord are the hungry, still have a stomachache. For those with empty stomachs are the thirsty, with no water to drink. As for the disobedient people, their methods are wicked, and they plot nefarious schemes, using deceitful men to attack the suffering. Even when the impoverished speak of justice, he does the same, but the noble propose deeds of virtue, and will steadfastly continue to do what is right. This passage speaks of a king who reigns. This king is Brother Shibwa, and here it is said that a king will reign with justice, and that there will be many leaders who govern with fairness. Then the 24 elders, who are the leaders, it is said that there is a king who will reign with justice, and many leaders will govern the nation alongside him. So when this king takes the throne, and the many leaders, the 24 elders begin their shepherding. When it comes to the people of God, what will be the outcome? In the end, it is said that those who can see will no longer have their eyes shut. What does it mean that the ears of those who can hear will listen with their hearts? At that time, people's eyes, or rather, the eyes of their spirit, will have seen. For human eyes will indeed behold that the Lord is God, and human ears will understand that the Lord is God. At that time, human eyes will no longer be blind, nor will their ears be deaf. Refers to the inner eye of a person at that time. Will be able to discern that the Lord is our God, and their inner ears will comprehend who God is and who the Lord is. For what reason? Because at that time, people's eyes will no longer be blind, nor will their ears be deaf, since a king has begun to reign, namely, the brother of Sheber. And there are many leaders, along with fellow brethren, who will eventually start to rule. In fact, before we truly knew the brother of Sheber, we might not have known God at all, or we only knew him superficially. But now, our eyes can truly comprehend what God is like, and our ears clearly understand who the Lord is, because a king has taken the throne and rules with justice, while many leaders have begun proclaiming God's truth. So from now, and for many years to come, when countless people join us on this journey, there are millions of people walking with us. We can shepherd them. At that time, all nations and peoples, the people of all nations, will also understand who God is. Whether black-skinned, white-skinned, people of all colors, they will no longer worship their idols. They will no longer serve golden idols or silver idols. They will know how to wholeheartedly serve Jehovah. At that time, all nations and peoples will know how to wholeheartedly serve our God. Every nation and tribe will no longer serve other gods, but will seek Jehovah alone. At that time, it will be because there is one king ruling, with many leaders governing the country together. The people of all nations and tribes will understand to rely on Jehovah. They will no longer rely on horses, nor on chariots, nor on golden or silver idols, but by creating the universe and all things within it, the Lord, and rely on the Lord Jesus, who was crucified for them. At that time, this king and the many leaders are like a refuge, like a shelter from storms and wild winds. They are like strongholds for the fierce people. Glory be to the Father in heaven and to the Lord,